What's up, people? How you doing? Welcome. It's a Sunday. You're either still in church, or you're on your way to church, or you just got home from church. Well, if you're in church, why the hell you listening to me? Um, I was out yesterday. I went out of town to see friends. A couple hours away, in fact. Had a really good time. What was your prompt? What do you mean, my prompt? Oh, yes. I go to Photor, FOTOR.com, and there's a image generator program that can do specifically caricatures, like minifigure caricatures, where they'll enlarge your head compared to the size of your body, and then from that it renders an image, AI representation of that caricature from a picture. And this turned out really well because typically sometimes it doesn't turn out well, but this one actually turned out really well. It really does look like PG. All right, so I'm here. I went out yesterday. I didn't get to save PG's first, I guess, rant at me. I wouldn't say to me, but at me. She was running at me, screaming, yelling. And you know what? I'm really have a very good understanding of certain mental illnesses where if she's ranting and going off like that is just means it's a pretty big freak out. But typically the large or way bigger freakouts usually will um precipitate in like silence, more silent. A lot of people will be more silent when there's a really huge big problem, especially with people like PG. Well, she was going off as if I am responsible for 99% of her problems. Well, I don't know which planet or galaxy or universe we live in, but PG, I'm not responsible for your problems. You are responsible for your own problems. You're the one who was driving and got in trouble with the law on not Friday 2 days ago, but May the 9th, Friday. It seems you had an issue with your insurance. How the hell am I responsible for that? You should have made sure to show your valid proof of insurance at time of stop. You failed to do so. Not really sure what the hell's happening, but you gotta be showing that insurance for that Malibu. I guess that's why you kind of freaked out and started like streaming a lot. You guys remember like a week ago, Purple Glitter was streaming a lot, and it was most likely because of that stop and having to go to court for that type of stuff. 99 problems, and they're all named Monty, maybe 97. Yeah, she got 99 problems. Maybe Monty is one, who knows? But a felony charge is also a problem, also a class A misdemeanor. So what I got for you, the first video where she goes over my stuff, I don't have that because, like I said, I was actually driving. As soon as I went off my live stream, I hopped in my car and I was on my way to see a couple friends to go to Spado. Spado is this really nice Italian restaurant that is in Windsor, Ontario. So I have friends all over the place. I literally have friends in Montreal, Ottawa, Toronto, Hamilton, Saga, Barrie, Niagara Falls, London, Ontario, Windsor. So I went to Spado. Mwah! That's like the best Italian food I've ever tasted in my life. They actually took me out for a super late birthday because one of my friends got into a pretty bad accident. So they weren't able to hang out with me. So they're like, okay, I think I have the time because what happened was they got a concussion from the accident, unfortunately. But they're in good spirits and good shape, so they decided, hey, let's just. I think my headaches are still there, but not as bad as before. So we went out. What's up, Eggy? You're fried. Too long didn't read. Sup, Peach Cobbler. The too long didn't read is that not only does Purple Glitter have a fail to produce her insurance card, don't know what's happening with that, but she has a Class E felony charge as well as a Class A misdemeanor charge that is pending because, as you know, I did do a stream. I checked into the local sheriff's jail to see if she was there. Not really sure what was going on, but she wasn't there. And then the next thing you know, she was posting that she hasn't been arrested. yet. I mean, the judge has to make the final decision. It's a weekend, so he or she will not be making that decision today. Maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow is a holiday here in Canada. It's Victoria Day. And this weekend is the unofficial start of the summer for Canadians because May 2 4 typically or usually it would be on the 24th, either a couple days away from the 24th of May. So this is how we do the unofficial start of the summer. The unofficial end of the summer would be Canadian exhibition that goes on until like early September, and then typically the next day, like the little kiddies go back to school. So that would be the unofficial end of the summer. So we are starting the summer unofficially in Canada this long weekend. Eggy says PG is annoying me at her total lack of remorse of the shit she must have put that lawyer through. A lot of people have been saying that. Like, she has literally no remorse. It's all about her and what, I guess Big Bad Monty has been doing. It's not about all the shit that she's done to, precipitate this type of action and legality against her, because she was also streaming the end of April. And I found that strange, but not strange in the sense that I don't know what's going on, because I knew what was going on. The only way she's going to stream is if, something is bothering her, she did some sort of action or made a statement that can give some sort of reprisal. Whether that reprisal is warranted, in this case, it is warranted, because if you're going to send 40 videos and pictures to a man where there is a legal judgment that says you should not contact this man, then you're just a fucking idiot. And you deserve these charges. Do I feel sorry in some ways? Yes. In other ways, I don't, because PG has been making up shit on me for years, and I will never forget it, because it's completely disgusting, the types of shit that like these wackadoodles on here would make up. You didn't expect her to have remorse. People like her never have remorse. Remember, people, she's borderline. Okay, that should explain every single fucking thing there is. She's a borderline wackadoodle piece of shit. What pictures was she sending? I have no idea. But we'll find out more, I guess, in the court filings, maybe, perhaps. Who knows? I don't have any idea what kind of videos. Perhaps they were like audio recording videos. Who knows? That's what I read from the paperwork. But she definitely knows what they were. I mean, come on. So we're gonna figure that out. Anyways, let me share my screen. We're gonna talk about this a bit more and talk about what the consequences would be. It's her first time in this sort of situation, so typically you're not gonna have jail time, even though it says that it's a felony of the Class E nature. Typically not less than 1 year and not greater than 5 years, I believe, or like a fine of up to 10,000, or a combination of both. Do I think she's gonna get any jail time? Most likely not. Like I said, it's her first time. And your first offense, they kind of go easy on you. Maybe her second time, because she is gonna do this again. I'm telling you. I told you that she would violate, and she did. And she's probably gonna do it again. She just can't help herself. I know where her family and whatnot is, but this is the moment where your mom or your dad needs to come in and unplug the router, because this is getting too far and it's getting serious, and it's going to keep escalating until something's happening. Even with me, apparently there were videos. I wonder if her trolls could have clipped her streams and sent them. That is a possibility. There's many hands in this situation. Definitely not mine, because I ain't gonna go to jail for doing dumb shit and impersonating people. I got a job to go to, not through. I have a job to go to. I have a family to feed. I am not gonna waste my life on dumb shit, especially when I used to have to study 12 to 16 hours a day to get good grades in school. And, go to the university, get my degrees, go further in my education, on track to getting my PhD. I am not going to be doing dumb shit of sending and faking and doing fraud and impersonating people. Not Monty, not me. Oh, no, sir. No, ma'am. She might get the year and do less because that seems to happen a lot. A year in the books and time served like 1 day, or yeah, maybe probation, maybe locked up in jail for like a day overnight, and they'll put that towards her time served and maybe give her probation for maybe a year or two or three or four or five, because it seems these days what the courts have been doing is a lot of long probation for people. And that was actually explored in the whole Meek Mill situation where he was getting like 5 or 10 years of, probation, because in that span, something could potentially happen. So people are like, why are we now getting these long probations where it's like completely ridiculous? Anyways, let's get into this. We're just going to get into this and we can talk more about this situation. But like I said, man, Monty called it again. I did say that there will be a violation, and here it is. No wonder she was so much.
All right, guys, welcome back. Sorry, my nose is bothering me. So apparently Monty was running his mouth about some shit. I don't know exactly what was said yet. I just know that I guess he brought up some interesting points or some kind of stupid ass shit. Sorry, I'm not mad at anybody here. This is where I get irritated.
Yeah, I love it that she sent videos and pictures to a guy she's not supposed to, but for some reason it just equates to being my fault when I'm also a person she stalks and harasses. Yes, Eggy, you're right. Her entire audience are buddy trolls, the same ones that have been going around from ever since this. Some of them started out in Foodie Beauties chat. Some of those originals, OGs, are still around. Went all over the place. They've gone to S Jam. They've gone to Roman El Roman. They've gone to Bali. They were in Val. They're in PGs. They were in and over tons of other people that have come in and out of the community.
Because he does this to me on purpose. This is part of his little game. Woosah. Okay. All right. I don't even know if notifications went out. So I hope you guys got it. Hello, Geeky Banana. Welcome back. Good to see you. Apparently, Monty is back to talking his BS, and now we're going to handle it. So, this will be a short stream, you guys. His stream was not very long. It was only at
25 minutes. I had to only do 25 minutes because I was supposed to have left at 2 p.m. and I think I left the house. I wanted to leave at 2:15, but unfortunately I left at 2:30. But good thing I got to my destination on time because we had reservations. It was a Saturday night, and Spado is like really, really booked during like prime, dining time, typically in and around 6 to like 8, 8:30 or so, 9. Good dinner though, amazing dinner. The salad was beautiful. The cheesecake was amazing.
sorry,
The shrimp,
StreamYards popped up a
the angel
notification
hair
for me that I
pasta,
had to read.
mwah, love it.
It was only like how long was it? Let me scroll down.
Monty, how did you ever do sexy talk with glitter the same way I do sexy talk with you, my love? Eggy toast. Mon chéri, my love, my beautiful.
Where did it go? Did it disappear? Did it grow legs and run away? Where is it?
Was it? No, it wasn't all about
Um,
garage door hinges. It was about everything
so
else.
he did like a 25-minute stream where it says, "Be you covered me 3 times in less than a day, 2 times less than a day. You literally streamed about me 2 times in less than 8 hours. Can we say stalker?
I
Stalker,
love
ladies
the
and gentlemen."
deflection. It's like everything I say about her, like the whole sociopathy, because she really is a sociopath, stalker, harasser. She puts it back on me. Like, what is that about? Or should I say, what is that about? But yeah, you guys are getting it right. Like she is doing this thing where for some reason I am now the stalker. I am now the harasser. Yes, PG, because I've sent you 60, 70, 80,000 messages, right? I'm the one who has been emailing you, texting you, and then she says all this BS like she hasn't like sent me anything through text or called or whatnot. Last year I had to go off again because she was doing that, and she was, remember the voicemail messages in around, I believe, April, May, I think more May 2024. That's not 2 years, PG. That was just last year. PG is the only person who doesn't realize that Ariel is the one messing with her, getting her into more trouble. That's another aspect that I really truly got to talk about. That's like really dark, where there is or are implications that people like Ariel G and the rest of the buddy trolls are in fact the people that will propel PG into doing things such as contacting the lawyer because they're masquerading as the lawyer, wanting her to contact him when that is not the case, and then she gets into more trouble. The same thing was happening with Val. If you guys remember clearly, Val Loves Jay had this thing with two guys, right? Which one was the guy that used to be in the armed forces? And then there was another guy, and one of those guys would come over to her house and, give her the D. He was giving her the dicky time. And people started masquerading as one, actually no, both of those guys, to try and have Valve's J do things, and then Ariel G masqueraded and got as one, I think it was Jay, she did, and got the nudes from Val Loves Jay, and then it was proliferated not only in Girl World adjacent, but also on the farms. You guys remember that? Crazy, right? Crazy how people do shit like that, but then they feign innocence.
Gentlemen, fucking stalker. All right, let me show you this shit. Hang on. Hey guys, I know I'm irritated. I just ordered myself some lunch. I was ready to go eat because your girl is hangry. Okay, we cranky. Our sodium is low. Our sugar intake is low. So if we're all over the place for the stream, blame it on me being hangry. Yeah, I'll show it to you guys in just a second. Let me bring up the screen here. Okay, so this douchebag, okay, this
It was
lion
cruel.
POS douchebag.
What they did to Valavzia was cruel. Like, you masqueraded as her love interest to get her schnoods, and then you dispense those schnoods all over the internet. That's actually pretty cruel. For a woman doing that to another woman, that was incredibly cruel. But yet they want to say how certain people do certain things. But yet I've seen the most cruel things in Girl World perpetrated by women against other women. But hey, a lot of these ladies would say that men are bad, right? But yet, the most disgusting, vile shit I've seen in Girl World, women doing crazy shit, vile, dirty, disgusting, illegal shit against other women.
So he's literally streamed about me twice in less than 8 hours.
I guess it will be three
Let that
times
sink in.
now.
He's literally streamed about me twice in less than 8 hours.
Very
And
true,
the news
Ariel.
on this story was just released.
That was also wrong. I remember when that came out. Well, what was that like? Over 2 years ago, right, when Val was lighting that grown dudes in her daughter's bedroom, and like the whole internet went into like went ape on that, because yeah, that was completely disgusting. Some people just don't have a very good moral compass.
Yesterday. Just publicly released yesterday. The dumbass didn't know how to read a court document, just like he doesn't know how to read medical records or anything else, because he lets his anger get to the best to him and he doesn't pay attention to what the hell he's doing. So now he has the audacity to come on here and to try to throw me under the bus one last time. I'm going to try my best to keep my cool here. But I am low key irritated. I'm more than low key irritated. I am just I'm annoyed. I'd say the best word I could possibly say right now is that I'm annoyed with this man. All right. This is a man out of Toronto who has been up my ass for the past 5 years. Okay. This
Where is she been coming up with this 5 years thing? She's been doing this for like almost 2 weeks. PG, I've known you since, or should I say, known of you, because I thought I knew you, but it was all a lie. When I first, talked to PG, I think she messaged me in something random, and then after a while, she was telling me about her family, because she came off as a pretty lonely person. This was back in the day where I would actually talk to a lot of people and listen to them, because I thought, hey, this was a pretty good community, just a group of people, trying to better their lives. And that, boy, was I wrong. Just a community, a bunch of pieces of shit. Well, most pieces of shit. There's good people here, but there's a lot of super shitty ass people in and around. And she came off like a pretty reasonable, sound minded person, which is completely the opposite of what she is. Coming from a good family, her dad, built an entire like housing scheme area, which was a complete lie. Her dad did not do that shit. Saying she came from a really great family, was spitting a lot of stuff that the typical person would like to hear, or she thought you would want to hear, to make her seem like she came from a pretty well grown, groomed, practical, uh, typical family. That wasn't true. Like, there were a lot of holes in the story. In fact, she has talked about how her dad built out like a whole scheme of houses and whatnot. You think somebody who would have done that would have been able and capable of a lot more things. And that was one of the first things that, started putting holes in her story. But hey, we can get into that another time. Where is Vegas Doll? Oh boy, I won't even speak about Vegas Doll. Vegas Doll is literally the person who came the closest to like literally seeing my dick. I'm not even gonna joke about that. But if you guys want that story about Vegas Doll and the dick story, I'm gonna tell you guys another time. But Vegas Doll literally is the closest person uh that came the literal closest to seeing Monty's dick, and was gonna literally proliferate that shit all over the internet. I'm telling you, people.
everybody in the chat knows how this works. Okay. So welcome Billy, welcome Ploppy, welcome Geeky Banana. Good to see y'all rolling in. Sorry for the back-to-back streams today. I was not prepared. All right. I was not prepared. Okay. So let's get into the BS. I'm sure this is some
Something like that,
gaslighting,
fish.
manipulating bullshit. I have no fucking doubt. I heard like 3 minutes of it. I heard like 3 minutes of it and I said, fuck that, I'm going live. I'm not making a video. I'm just going to go live and address this shit. I'm not going to play his intro trailer because I think that is what he is using to get people on the copyright
What
infringement.
is she
So,
talking?
fair warning.
I don't know what happens with this woman's brain, but I'm literally doing a whole different thing when it comes to the copyright stuff. And then for some reason she warps and perverts it into, oh, Monty is trying to copyright me or has copyrighted me, and this is how he's doing it. Like, that is nowhere close to the situation. The situation has everything to do with Bali Budabich and I, like nothing to do with her.
If you do react to Monty, do not play his little intros and do not play his stories from the internet trailer that goes with it. If you play any of that content, that falls under copyright infringement. Okay. That is how he is going to be getting people on copyright infringement. So don't play any of that and you're in the good. Okay. You can still react, but don't play any of that content because that he does have copyright owned. I know for a fact. Okay. Deep breath. Woosah. Woosah. That's a bad boy reference if you don't know what that is. Hey,
I have
Frosty.
no idea
Sorry. Yeah,
who
we're
that is.
back again. Back again. Monty can't shut his fucking mouth once again because he thinks there's something happening. So he thinks he has to report on the girl world news. Sorry. I'm really, really annoyed. I'm very, very annoyed right now.
Yo, where's Papa Dildo from?
I'm sorry. I just read Mike's comment. We would call them fluffy fingers.
Bring your WD-40 to lube my wheels. I actually don't use WD-40 anymore. I used to, but since I've had cats for the past like 8 years, 1 month, and what 10 days, I have not used the WD-40. I just use Pam to grease things because I don't want anything toxic on like door hinges, garage door hinges, and whatnot. Because my cats are like super curious. They're super cute, super curious. I don't want them hurt. They got little lungsies, and I want to keep them safe. So based on that, I do not use WD-40. I just use like cooking stuff to spray my door hinges. I am completely
Okay,
obsessed
that
with
reset
hinges,
me.
yes.
Thank you. All right. Here we flip and go. What's he running his mouth about? Dear God. Dear God, brace yourselves. Here we go. I can only imagine.
People, what's up? What's up? This is gonna be short. Uh, what I have to say is that there's a few things we gotta ponder, right? And one of the things that we gotta ponder is Purple Glitter telling the truth? Now,
Are you kidding me? So, for those of you, I'm kind of noticing that we've had like an uptick in the stream and viewers. For those of you who are new, we are currently reacting to my ex. Okay. My ex
oh
boyfriend that I
my
was.
god, no, oh my god, oh, isn't it kind of weird, creepy how she calls me her ex? Like Jesus Christ, don't you gotta like meet somebody first before you like enter that realm? Thank God I've never met this person. Do you know the shit, the hell, the legalities that would be in if I've ever met her or other people? Jesus, I'm just telling you, Jesus was on my side. I'm telling you, people, he was on my side 100% for me not meeting a lot of these wackadoodles that wanted to, meet me for whatever reason. I love it when she calls you. Oh boy, she also calls a schizophrenic her ex, but we know how that's worked out, right? She pestered the guy to death. I've been saying this for a very long time. I'm not gonna quit saying it because it's goddamn true, but it's completely gross to me that this was happening.
With for about a year. So he is not going to say anything nice about me. Okay. We did not end on a polite note. All right.
You didn't even start
He
with
scammed
us
me out
end.
of $1,200 in a passport.
What? Wait a second. Was it you guys remember when I scammed her out of 500 allegedly, supposedly? Then I scammed her of 1,000, and then she went back to it's now. She went back. She went to 1,000, then she went to 2,000, then she went back to 1,000. Now it's 1,200 allegedly, supposedly. I'd love her to explain this. And a passport. You really think she got a passport? Has she actually ever shown it? I'm curious.
And trust me, there's many other things that he's done that have been recorded and on record here on YouTube in 4K. But pay attention that that's who we're listening to today. This man is going to try to discredit me. He's going to poke every hole in my statement that he possibly can, and it's not going to work. So, all right, with that being said, now we can start over.
Is Purple Glitter telling the truth? Now,
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Am I telling the truth? Tell me, Monty, do I sound like I'm telling the truth?
don't
What?
you okay, you guys are figuring out that she's pretty much like freaking out, right? Even though she's trying to still cover for like the calm demeanor that I guess they're trained to do when they're with shrinks. But it's kind of poking through, right? She's freaking out because as she should be, because these are serious charges. If you did what it's claimed or alleged in the paperwork that has been filed by the assistant district attorney, I believe it was, then yeah, you need to be scared because how the hell are you gonna get out of it? Because if you sent videos, you sent videos. It's pretty much a cut and close case. Like, what defense are you gonna mount when they literally have stuff being sent from your email address? If they literally have, if she did text him, stuff sent from her phone number, like, how, what credible defense could you mount that could give you a not guilty in court? I can't foresee anything.
Do you need me to cam up and show you? Do you need me to break down and cry like a blubbering idiot? What do you want me to do exactly? I am literally reading to you the details of the case directly from Missouri CaseNet.
So the lure is that someone Irel pretended to be her lawyer and contacted her, and she responded 40 times. Yes, that is the lure, or what somebody is presenting as potentially the facts. Or it could just be PG. We got to find out what was sent and from which medium. Medium, as in, was it through a phone? Like, was it MMS? Was it text? Was it sent by email? And what kind of videos and text imagery was sent? Then, if we are privy to the information, then we could maybe mount a credible and logical defense. Well, I guess if I was her lawyer, which I couldn't be because I'm not even a lawyer, I didn't go to law school. But I'm just saying, like, to mount a pretty credible defense, we gotta actually know what the facts are, and what is the ADA saying? What are they saying? We need to take a look at the discovery. What are the facts of the matter, and what can we say to kind of poke holes to those facts? She has a BPD diagnosis. Yep, she is borderline, which completely explains everything, in my opinion. What else was there? There were a few things, but yes, borderline personality disorder is one of them.
Literally reading it word for word out loud to you. You can't fake the truth when it's in front of you in black and white.
Typically, I would say Purple Glitter is not telling the truth, and to be honest,
Oh, shut up.
I don't know if she is telling the truth in terms of
And that coming from the world's biggest liar does not surprise me.
her saying the last time that she's saying the last time that she spoke or contacted the lawyer was in December. But then again, she's said many times the last time she's contacted me, and then you insert said date. And Monty, is your PhD going to be in psychology? No, unfortunately not. Does anyone in psychology like make any money? Like, seriously, I like have a minor in psychology, and I'm like, can you even make any money? Maybe if you're a professor, whether you're an assistant, or whatever type of professor you are, what way can you typically make any money in psychology? I guess at the PhD level you can, but even with that, you're not really gonna get like that of a high paying job, right? You gotta really love what you're doing to, like, go through life or the world with that stuff. Maybe, I don't know, maybe do research. But I know a lot of guys with PhDs that were doing research, and they were like, no, I'm sorry, um, we're not doing it because uh, to get grants, you gotta write uh, paperwork for grants, and sometimes you're not approved. And if you're not approved, you're not paid. So they're like, screw it, I'm just gonna work at a Toyota plant, even though I have a PhD in psychology. And it's not true, because then I come out or I look at it and I'm like, Jesus, is people would only know that PG is still contacting me, and I don't go and stream.
This is not about you, Monty. Why are you inserting yourself into another case that does not involve you? You're inserting yourself into Bally's case. You're trying to actively make something happen to Buddha. So why are you inserting yourself into my case?
You inserted me into your case because you're stalking me, PG. If we're gonna be frank here, and I appreciate and like being frank, you inserted yourself into your ex lawyer's life to the point where he had to get a order of protection against you. You've inserted yourself in my life a multitude of times over a multitude of years with a lot of lies and a lot of bullshit. Ziggy here is right. A lot of people, psychologists and psychiatrists, do dread cluster B personality types, especially borderline personality disorder. I had said this yesterday. Uh, in fact, I had talked about it because it was like borderline. It was like, what was it? Was it borderline personality month or something, or mental health month? Something like that was happening like a week ago. And a lot, yeah, May is designated as borderline personality disorder awareness month. I was right. I googled it. That's where I saw this, and I was like, there's a lot of psychiatrists who do not even want to deal with borderline personality disorder because they just feel there at the moment is no real and true effective treatment to not cure, because you can't cure something like this, but to, like, I don't know, stabilize would be a better term. They're like, no, they, to the point where they're like, I don't even deal with borderlines. I do not want any borderlines at my practice because they've had way too much issues at their practices with borderline personality disorder people, and they don't want to deal with them. I know that's not something that a lot of people want to hear, but it's a reality that a lot of psychiatrists, a lot of psychologists do not want to deal with borderline people.
Why, Monty? This case does not concern you. You're in Toronto, and I am not contacting you. Looks like I'm going to show the proof in real time once again. Once again, to shut his ugly ass up. Show in the outbox for a second time.
You know what? She should show she should show her other box where she was sending this lawyer videos and pictures 40 times.
Because this is the douchebag that I have to deal with. And this is the douchebag that has been fucking harassing since fucking 2022.
What?
This is the outbox, people.
How the hell? What universe is this woman on? So you're showing your outbox where you have sent me 60, 70, or 80,000 emails. I'm not even making this up. 60, 70, or 80,000. I think it's closer to 80,000 because at one point I had tabulated the amounts of shit that was in my inbox, and it was in and around, like, I think 65 or so thousand. So that was a long time ago. Now I think it's more like 70 plus thousand, closer to 80. Yeah, it is insanity. And then you're Purple Glitter, you're showing this that you are literally sending me thousands upon thousands of emails, while at the same time calling me crazy and that I'm harassing you, when you're the one showing evidence that is contrary to your statements, showing that you're actually harassing me.
Fucking 2022.
This is
This is the
crazy.
outbox, people. March 30th, ladies and gentlemen. No contact since March 30th. No texting, no call. I haven't even fucking texted you in 2 goddamn years.
That's a lie. If you look at my other video, should I even bring that up? Let's play this. I'm gonna bring up that video when I said that PG is going to jail, like literally a year ago, and for real, she truly is gonna go to jail. You guys remember that video? Oh, here it is. Here it is. Um, PG's lying about that was July. What happened to the one in, like, yes, charges are coming soon, Purple Glitter. To, oh my god, to the day that she got charged with the whole insurance thing. Let me put this up on the screen, cuz I don't know what planet this woman's in, what universe, but this is actually fucking scary that she will literally just lie like this and act as if what she's saying is true. Okay, all right, look at this, people. Look look at this. So we have this here. Charges are coming soon, Purple Glitter. Year. The 9th. The 9th, right there. The 9th of May, 2024. When she kept on sending me these emails and these voice messages. You guys remember this? So to the day where she got charged with the whole driving thing. And then I had intertwined in the playing of the voice messages, because what she does is when she gets super comfortable in thinking I won't rat her out to her audience members that she's still contacting me, what she'll do is she'll start calling. Look at this, look at all those calls. And then she says that, oh, she's never called me over 100 times or 200 times. Look at this shit, people. Let's play it.
The DLF stream that you did earlier, I was there at the beginning, and then I got a phone call, and I had to answer the phone call, life shit, whatever. Hey, just so you know, okay, I see one too many similarities between what happened with me in my lawyer's situation and what happened with DLF in his situation. Granted, it's two different topics, but your signature is very, very obvious to someone like me. Okay? So I guess long story short, what I'm trying to tell you here is I know you're trying to play it off to the whole 17 people that were in your chat, or 12, or however many it was at the time.
Ooh,
you might be able to
yes.
fool and convince them of whatever lines of BS you're selling at the time. But I know you. I know you. And I don't believe you. I don't, Monty. I don't believe you. And now that I've seen the DLF stream, that makes me question everything all over again. And eventually, you may be able to run this gig on whoever you can just to see what you can get away with. But eventually, karma will kick your ass. And when it does, I'm going to be watching and I'm going to be laughing. Because then it really will come full circle, won't it? To replay this message, press 1.
This dumbass tool actually thinks. Okay, you guys remember that, right? That was, oh boy. And all the missed calls. The missed calls is just, let's listen to some more of this. Now, and it's escalating. A warning. Texting me. Stop emailing me. Stop messaging me on Twitter. Stop messaging me on Instagram. Stop. Yes, please, Purple Glitter, stop messaging you, because I am extremely concerned about this. This is sick behavior. I can pretty much spot a borderline these days. I really can, based on the shit that I've been through. One borderline, saying that I send them dick pics, and then trying to put out videos suggesting that I grape them when I've never seen them in my life. Suggested that I grape them by all of a sudden intertwining a video where some guy is trying to get out of their place, and then making suggestions that this guy grape them, and then making another suggestion that it was me. It's fucked up, is what that is.
Texted you this or whatever, but I'm trying not to get in the habit of that. Hey, I reached out to Hurl on Twitter, asked for a favor. So I hope that's okay. I don't know. I have some questions about some stuff, and Hurl is really good at looking into things. So I kind of trusted her with the information. So, and if she ends up telling you, that's fine. I don't care. But I have 3 different questions that I wanted to ask, and I don't even know if she can help. I don't know. I don't really know who to reach out to on this one. So, anyway, that was it. I just wanted to let you know. Okay? All right. Bye. To replay this message.
Why the fuck? Anyways, all right. You guys get the gist here. The irony, irony that I posted this to the day that Purple Glitter got into her driving kerfluffle. Well, that was just a year ago, Purple Glitter. The lying, the manipulation, the basic borderline bullshit that's happening, it just needs to stop. Can it
Two
stop?
goddamn years. I don't want to talk to you. How many times do I have to say it? Last email was sent on March 30th. I am not contacting you. Okay, I hope you guys saw the screen. Please tell me you saw the screen. All right, now we're going to go back to the video. I'm sorry, you guys. This is stupid. This is stupid shit.
When she does this, because it's just the everyday bullshit where I get contacted maybe once, maybe twice, maybe three
I'm not contacting you.
times a day, and then all of a sudden it's over and done with, and then I get contacted again and again.
Again, I am not contacting you.
If she ain't contacting me, people, she's definitely contacting somebody else. The energy has to go somewhere. And I was wondering, after I outed her for the March 30th last contact, where the hell was that energy being expended? It was expended in that poor soul of a lawyer. That poor man. Well, shit. If Monty gets like a 6 week break, I'm all for it, man. Go stalk somebody else. Go fuck somebody else lives up. For 6 weeks, Monty was on stalker vacation from Purple Glitter because she was fucking with her lawyer and also fucking with her life because now her lawyer has got her on a lot of shit, a lot of serious charges pending, and that judge will be reviewing that shit maybe tomorrow, maybe Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, and maybe the sheriff's office will be over at PG's house to pick her ass up. Who's gonna get the body cam for that shit? Anybody gonna FOIA that?
I just
That
showed the
poor
proof
bastard.
in real time. You have nothing to do with this case, Monty. You are not a witness. You are not a testimony. You are nothing. And you cannot be, because you would be considered a tampered witness
What?
because you dated me for a year.
Oh my god! Oh my god! She said it again that I dated you for a year. Perfect Glitter, I've never met you in my fucking life. You're crazy. Jesus Christ, what? How did my life come to this? Fuck, I went to the right schools. I went to fucking prep school. I went to like such a good fucking university, not only once, but fucking twice. I fucking did all the right shit. I made sure that I had my savings right, fucking my investments, buying cars with like low APR, not having people ghetto me, getting super low interest rates. And my life has boiled down to this shit. And I'm a fucking ex to a crazy ass fucking puta.
Your opinion does not apply.
And again and again and again. And what I've been saying in my last stream is that she has this thing where the way I could describe it is energy. The energy has to go somewhere. So if she's not contacting me, then she has to be contacting other people. So there's a few people.
Why do you believe this way, Monty? Why do you feel this way? You think, let me take it back. Listen closely to Monty's pathology. That's the best way I can put it. What Monty is trying to do is he's trying to tell you about my pathology. I have friends in this chat right now who can tell me that, yeah, Purple Glitter and I talk frequently in the DMs, but we talk all the time.
Yikes.
Just because I'm not talking to you, Monty, doesn't mean I'm not talking to one of my friends. I'm allowed to talk to my friends. I don't want to talk to you.
Go somewhere. So if she's not contacting me, if you don't want to talk to me, then why would you email me for years with no reply since 2022? Isn't that fucking crazy that it seems like I'm the one that doesn't want to talk to you and you're the one consistently trying to talk to people who have repeatedly told you I do not want to talk to you over and over and over again? Then she has to be contacting other people. So there's a
Monty, that is black and white thinking. That is black and white thinking, is what you are doing. And if people are familiar with therapy terms, if you have BPD, if you have an emotional disorder, you will know what black and white thinking is. I have friends, I have people in my life. Just because I'm not talking to you doesn't mean I'm doing something wrong. That is the stupidest shit I have ever heard of.
Hey, Sandra, the few people we know of, or actually just pretty much myself and the lawyer, but there are people for sure that you just don't know about that she's constantly contacting or making up stories about, writing fantasy novels, I don't know, maybe freaky.
Okay, so this is his stab at trying to discredit me. This is his stab at slander. This is his lies and defamation that are all coming into play. I have dealt with this asshole man for the past 5 years.
There's no way you've dealt with me. It's 2021. You could say over a 2.5 year period, because it was September, late September, early October 2022 that I've stopped contact with her. You could say 2.5 years. In fact, I'll even give it to you 3 years because we're in May right now. We're, pretty much in and around the midpoint, just a little bit past it. 2.5 years, you could just say 3, you could round up. But there's no way it's been 5 years. It's been 2022. You could say over 4 calendar years because 2022 is the first calendar year. 2023 is the second. 2024 is the third calendar year, and 2025 is the fourth. But you can never say 5 years. Why will she downplay things and upplay other things to suit her purposes? Classic BPD.
Let that sink in. For the past 5 years, everything that he's complaining about right now isn't even happening.
Acting or making up stories about, writing.
I'm not writing anything, you dumb asshole. I stopped writing the book whenever I went to my first court date.
Okay, so they took the courts for you to stop writing a fantasy novel about a guy that's taking you to court because you're criminally harassing him. And only right before, probably the night before, maybe the morning off, she stopped writing her fantasy books about the guy because she's just not in tune with reality. Because who the hell would still write this fantasy book, making this weirdo shit up, talking about how this lawyer was sending you like skinny pictures? When I mean skinny pictures, I meant like in the buff. I won't say what I truly want to say.
The book stopped then. You know why the book stopped then?
Why?
Because it felt really offensive to write like that.
Is it offensive to you or offensive to a lawyer who has nothing to do with you? Which one is it?
Because it felt really offensive to write like that. That's why the book writing stopped. But you didn't know that, did you?
I did
Because
not.
you're not in contact with me.
I am not. But you're trying to get in contact with me.
Shut up.
Freaky novels about, and it's happening. So can I say with Shorty that she did do this? I cannot, because the under that.
No, it's not up to you. Play it back.
And it's happening. So can I say with Shorty that she did do this? I cannot. Because
why does your opinion matter here, Monty? Why does your opinion matter? I'm sorry. I hope I'm not like shouting, but I haven't eaten today. I'm stressing and I'm hangry. And this man is just talking pure insanity at this point. Someone needs to do something about this man. Okay. I'm not going to do it, but somebody else needs to do something about this man. He is crossing the line.
What does that mean?
You are not a judge, Monty.
I'm not.
You're not a goddamn judge. You're not a parole officer. You're not a cop. And just because you fucking come from a cop family background doesn't make you a fucking cop. Now, does it? You need to watch your mouth and you need to pay extra attention of all the shit that you're saying and doing, because if you end up in a defamation suit with me, this is all going to be on record.
Oh, because the defamation suit with her. Okay, because totally not the almost 80,000 emails, tens of thousands of text messages, and what else? No, thousands of emails, almost 80,000 text messages, the tons of voice notes, voicemails that I've gotten. You know what? I should have really started saving those voicemails earlier on. I only have a few because it was really distressing when somebody would call you like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. in the morning, 5 a.m. in the morning, 6 a.m., 7, 10 a.m., 1 o'clock, 3 p.m. All this shit. Like, and you have so much shit to do. You gotta run your household, run your life, make sure that you're okay because not everybody is being propped up by the government propagator. We all don't get magically every month, either once a month or the first and the 15th, magically money gets, put in our bank accounts and we can live off of that so that we can just spend all time stalking and harassing people from all over the fucking world and calling them our boyfriends. No, not everybody has that luxury. Some of us actually got to work. Another aspect, like I've shown people, is that she'll email you from different.
No, motherfucker. I have one email.
No, you don't.
One fucking email.
You don't.
If
Email addresses. Okay, do I really need to go over like the email shit? Okay. Do I need to just literally on the fly prove that you don't just have one email? You actually have multiple emails that you use, multiple sock accounts that you use. In fact, you could be even in here right now with like the different sock accounts that you're using, PG. Okay, let me just do this on the fly, people. I gotta prove this right now. Let's see. What other name we're using in my inbox? I believe also. So yeah, the Stoner files. You were also using the Stoner files and sending me all types of bullshit. So let's take a look at this. So we got Stoner files here, and then after that, we also have this one. So here is your live PG. Here it is. So we got one email address here. This is you, Purple Glitter Reacts. And this is also you, the Stoner Files 420. So you don't have just one email. And that is just two of dozens and dozens and dozens of email addresses you've used. So I don't get why you think you could just come and lie and say that you're doing emailing from just one email address when in my inbox still there's dozens of email addresses that you've used to harass and stalk me. Completely insane this is. I've actually put that out there where
no, you haven't put it out there. You pulled it out of your ass and you made it up.
she'll start with one email address.
No. If I had multiple emails, why would I voluntarily turn in my electronics, Monty? There's some food for thought for you.
Delusion,
If I
man.
had multiple emails and if I had something to hide, why am I voluntarily turning in my electronics? The whopping 2 devices that I have. You are so full of shit. It's not even funny.
Then she'll move to a second one, and then a third, and a fourth, and maybe
Shut up.
maybe they are contacting a lawyer under the pretense that it's PG. All right. Who acts? Was it Fish? She used to use Sleepy Kitty, Evil Queen, Beautus Beauty, Indica Queen. I believe it was Indica Queen for a while. We did not know it was her until she outed herself. Let
Hey
me look
people,
at
what's
this
up?
video and see what other names was she using, because this is just incredible to me. Yeah, Indica Queen, Beatus Beauty, Sleepy Kitty, Evil Queen, and a whole host of other ones that she's been using. How would somebody do that?
Okay, what did he say? Sorry, I got heated. I'm
She's
going to have to
DLF with
distract
tits.
myself with chat and calm
I
down
guess she's DLF with bigger tits because DLF already has tits.
for a moment. I am sorry. I am heated. Okay, it's frustrating. This man is annoying the piss out of me. Okay. Oh, I got you, Billy. I got you. It's all good. What did Pearl say? I know, Pearl. Like, that's my biggest thing here, okay? And I'm sorry I'm getting heated. It's just, you guys, this irritates me when I know I'm not in contact. I cut off these assholes for a reason because I don't trust either of them, okay?
Delusion.
The only people I trust are
So
my
you don't trust normal, well-faring, well-going guys that are contributing to society, that want to have a good, positive impact in society, that you've stalked. Both of these guys, one of them is me, but you don't trust these guys. Okay. The delusion is strong, Ziggy. Completely strong.
moderators and my friends that I've made in this space. And quite frankly, those are the only people I want to talk to. I don't mind talking to y'all, but I'm not doing this shit. He is pissed off because one, I proved my entire case. Well, I didn't prove it, but I sat down and I poked holes where Monty is screwing shit up. And Monty cannot stand when he is told that he has done something wrong. So he fires up another stream and starts spewing a bunch of hateful shit that's nothing but lies and slander and defamation. And I'm sorry I'm getting heated, but after 5 years of this back and forth, I'm fucking done.
You know
I
what she should actually do is not lie and say that she spoke to a lot of counsel. I can't recall how many she said she spoke to. If somebody can tell me, please tell me in the chat. How many did she say that she spoke to, like lawyers that gave her free advice? And they said it was okay for her to talk about her serious case online, which is like the dumbest shit I could ever hear. Why would they say it's okay? Maybe in your delusion, maybe you ask something along the lines of, can I still talk about it while not talking about it, as in talk about it generally, but don't address any facts presented? And they were like, you could do that, but they should also caution you, you're not a lawyer. You're not even in law school. You don't have the skills to navigate that type of environment where you can talk about things but not incriminate yourself. This is why a lot of lawyers generally and typically say, don't talk about your case. Get offline, have the case concluded before you come back on and talk about it. There's a reason why they say this. So I don't know which lawyer would ever tell somebody to legitimately come online and talk about this shit when they should all know, like, this is one of the ways where people will self-incriminate themselves.
I've been done for 2 months now. He can't accept the fact that I've cut him off and there's other people that I've cut off too, and he is in some weird psycho denial that he's been cut off. And the whole reason he is freaking out about that cutoff.
I want to be cut off. Please cut me off, Purple Gitter. Do not talk to me. Don't email me. Don't call me. Don't leave voicemails. Don't send me MMS messages. Don't do any of this. This is what I've been asking, in fact, begging for since 2022, and you have not stopped.
Is because those emails were content to him. They were content. When it was a slow day in girl world, he would dig into my inbox and turn them into content. This is his bread and butter. His channels, all 6 of them, are fucking sinking. I can almost say that probably none of those channels are pulling a profit right now. Why else is he covering me twice in one day? This is twice in one day, ladies and gentlemen. Pearl is saying Monty is jealous of the lawyer getting so much attention. Yeah, I 1000 agree. I agree. He is. He is jealous of everything because now
What?
Monty has lost that attention. He's lost that validation.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh boy. I'm jealous because the lawyer is getting so much attention. Yeah, that is it. I come on here and I do streams where I make not even $1 because I'm making so much money and it's all about the views. and whatnot. Or maybe I have another motive for coming on here because there's like little psycho shits like you that want to fuck with guys repeatedly and do this shit and then ruin their name. Maybe that's why. I'm completely jealous freak. Right? Yes, exactly, Ziggy. I have what's called a job, what seems to be lacking with a lot of people like PG and many others. Because you know what would solve a lot of this problem? A lot of problems where people spend all day in Discord servers and screwing around with people. A job. A three-letter word would solve a lot of problems. People actually had to go to work. Then all of this, you know, tomfoolery would stop. All this malarkey would stop.
And he's also lost the clout that has come along with it.
Do this well. I've shown enough emails that somebody can have an understanding of PG's writing style.
Yeah. And I just showed the proof in real time. I haven't contacted you since March, asshole.
Torture, saying certain things a certain way, using apostrophes, commas.
No. So what, you've done an analysis of my emails?
I have not. I'm just saying that I've shown enough that people could possibly do that. I don't need to do email analysis with you, PG. I got
Is
a
that
job.
what I'm hearing correctly, chat? Is that what I'm hearing correctly? Somebody tell me if I'm wrong. He literally has done an analysis on my emails. Listen closely.
Sure, I'm saying certain things a certain way, using. I swear to God, I swear, if this judge lets PG off with like maybe just probation, you know what? Another thing she could actually get, she could actually do a diversion program, a stalking No, they have those, right? I swear, somebody told me they have like stalking diversion programs. Let me look this up. Why am I giggling at this? It's not even funny, especially since I have been a victim of stalking. I shouldn't be laughing at stalking diversion program. There are fucking stalking diversion programs. They say a stalking diversion program is a type of diversion program specifically designed for individuals charged with stalking or harassment offensive. Jesus Christ. PG's gonna fall in love if like the judge gives her a diversion program instead of like any jail time. She is gonna be in fucking love with this judge. Judge, you better watch out. You better watch your ass. PG's coming. Apostrophes, commas, colons, dashes, and whatnot. You can imitate that.
Monty,
What's BV?
you're the
Eggy, I've already told you it's bacterial vaginosis, okay? And I've warned you, P. I've warned you, Exter. I've warned you.
stalker here, bro.
I'm the stalker.
You're the stalker. And I cannot wait for the day that this community finally fucking catches on.
That I'm a stalker?
And I hope they drag you for filth once they finally do. You're so insane that you're sitting there talking about my email habits and patterns. What kind of psychobabble is this?
I love once you've seen. I love how she throws in the words psychobabble, that Monty's a stalker. Jesus, I don't know what the world's coming to, what girl world's coming to, but really you hit the nail on the head here, Ziggy, when you said that a lot of people with borderline personality disorder will do a shit ton of deflection. And this is exactly what she's doing. She was calling me like a couple days ago a sociopath. She was saying now and yesterday that I'm a stalker. She's saying that I'm lying about this, lying about that, when clearly I was reading from a paper that was presented as facts and filed as facts. And how would I be making stuff up? And then she was, I believe, in the stream freaking out. Where did I get information that she sent 40 videos? Well, that kind of tells me it's more you than anything else if you're going to freak out at that fact. So once again, I can't really say whether or not this is happening. I can only speculate.
No, you cannot say. You know why he can't say whether this is happening or not? Think about what he just said, ladies and gentlemen. Listen closely.
Seen it enough. So once again, I can't really say whether or not this is happening. I can only speculate.
Oh,
But
sorry.
it is.
Sorry, that was my bad. Hang on one more time and I won't interrupt. Then I'll give my opinion.
So once again, I can't really say whether or not this is happening. I can only speculate.
You know why he can't give his opinion? And you know why he can't.
Now, Purple Gator did go through a guy's pregnant phase. It's when Guitar Man and the lawyer was in sort of an entanglement where they were vying for Purple Gator's love, and for some reason she was dating multiple individuals where she would be in a pseudo type of relationship with them, and she would repeatedly come online and tell people that she's pregnant. Clearly, if you're looking at this from a very opinionated view, that she was only doing this because when people are pregnant, they get congratulated a lot, right? It's a lot of positive accolades, a lot of positive superlatives are laid upon that person. It's all about positivity and whatnot, and she wants that. So yeah, she did go through the guys I'm pregnant phase with Guitar Man, with the lawyer, and I believe one or two other individuals.
Can't speculate because he hasn't heard from me. There hasn't been any contact since March. None. Not fake accounts, not sock emails, nothing. I don't do that shit. Valerie does. I am not in contact with this asshole.
For some reason, I heard she was trying to say that I am Val Loves J's soldier, and for some reason, Val Loves J has been moving, I guess, pieces on the proverbial chessboard. And this is why she's in this predicament, is not through her own actions. It's because Val Loves J doesn't like her because, they used to have a friendship. If people don't know the lore, Val Loves J and Purple Gator used to be the best of friends, used to call each other, message each other until, of course, they have a falling out, which happens a lot, especially when you have two people with very strong personalities as well as mental illnesses. They're gonna fall out sooner or later. It's not even a matter of if, it's a matter of just when they fell out. Then all of a sudden, Monty's just over there with Val Loves J, plotting and scheming all day how to, put all these mean, nasty things on Purple Glitter and mess her life up. It's totally not her, sending, emails or text messages or writing novels and romance fantasies and actually contacting people that she's not supposed to contact. Is just totally Val Loves J and Monty doing all this crazy shit to her and screwing up her life. It's never her. God forbid her take responsibility for somebody that for things that she's done. Is just blame it on me. It's all my fault. But it is a theory, pretty wild at this moment. But what if this is the case? What if it wasn't truly her and somebody's doing it?
You think? You think?
Speaking of paternity, another lore that you should know if you're just coming in here. So Ziggy says pregnancy is a weapon, or pregnancy loss is used to gain attention. I've seen BPD lie about paternity too. Well, this one did. Remember, she said that the her ex. Well, I guess I'm allegedly, supposedly her ex now, but remember, she said her ex that burnt himself. He self-immolated to being unalive. She said that that guy was her ex. I remember when I primarily probed into that, and then we found out that her child was not being claimed by that guy because he said that it's 100% not his kid. And a lot of people like wondering why. Well, unfortunately, I guess we won't know why because he's no longer around, because Purple Glitter fucking taunted him to literal death. And then she started to claim that she has a second child by the guy, which was a complete fucking lie, because there was no second child, because we even had to look into a whole host of other things. And I showed the evidence where there wasn't a second child listed, and her first child doesn't have the name of the schizophrenia guy. And pardon me, it's called schizoaffective disorder now, but we're still just gonna use schizophrenic because that's what it was when he had the diagnosis back in the day. You guys remember that? So Ziggy is right, lying about paternity, lying about a lot of shit.
My God, what if it was Valerie? Oh my God, what if it was Jessica Messica? Oh my God, what if it was Ariel? Oh my God, what if it was Lynn the Cinnabon? It could have been fucking anyone, Monty. And you know this. Fuck, for all we know, Monty, you could have been emailing yourself pretending to be me. You really want to take it there? Because we can't.
Why would I do that? I'm prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law.
You are not the law, Monty. I don't know what he just said, but that was my first instinct. You are not the law. Just because your daddy was a cop and you came from a cop family does not entitle you to be an officer. Just like you were a marine biologist, right, Monty? Right, Monty? You want us to think that you're so intelligent, yet you can't read a court document and you can't read a medical file to save your life? Just because you came from a cop family does not entitle you to an opinion, and it does not have any sway on this fucking case. You are a whole separate problem.
And somebody's doing this well, I think they should be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law, because there's enough people masquerading as other people, saying things that aren't true, saying things, making it seem like they're real creator or YouTuber saying these things when they're not.
It's an impersonator, Monty. The entire chat figured this out 20 minutes before you ever did. It's got to be an impersonator. There's
Like,
certain things they can. I need chat to crack some jokes or something. Calm me down because I'm getting heated.
all right, by the way, people haven't figured it out. She's going at me to let out her frustrations of things that she actually did have control over in her life, but she chose to do the wrong thing, not the right thing, such as contact a lawyer, and said lawyer has put in for a complaint, which at this moment in time is most likely leading to criminal charges. The judge just has to sign off on it. Then the sheriffs will pick her fucking ass up. So she's mad at me for shit that she's done and is repeatedly going off as if I had anything to do with her sending pictures and videos to a goddamn lawyer.
I knew I should have had lunch before I came live, but I just wanted to get this over with.
Sup, Yummy?
Monty, there are certain testings that they can run to determine if this was ever my account. I know your dumbass at least knows this. What was the point of the stream, Monty, other than to discredit me and to attack me back?
Like, there's too much of that happening. And
I would agree to that. There is too much of the impersonating. There's too many people running around doing stupid, fucked up shit, and it needs to stop. Because someday somebody is going to get caught in some shit real quick that could very possibly put them behind bars.
Yeah, like you.
You want to sit there and think that creating troll accounts is not going to get you caught up. If you want to get your butt booted right out of girl world, do not create sock accounts. Don't fuck around with it. Don't touch it. Don't have anything to do with it. This is why I only have one fucking account, and it's the account that it attaches back to this channel.
How can she lie like this? I don't get this. How can she literally lie and say she only has one account when she literally sent me an email saying that she has all these other suck accounts and that she's been caught? Especially when she had what was it, that one account where she kept on interacting with people in my chat, and she got, yeah, here's the video. I'm gonna wrap this up soon because I can't take this bullshit and these blatant lies. But she literally is saying she only has one account when literally she's emailed me saying that she's gonna come clean because of all these sock accounts that she has, and she even got caught by Jessica Messica when she was spelling torture incorrectly. So this is the one where she says, "Look, peace offering. These are the only names I've ever shown up under, and you already know them all. See for no, I don't know all of them. Like, stop putting words in my mouth." So she was showing up as Indica Queen. Didn't know that until after a while. Beauty's Beauty. We didn't know that until this email. Sleepy Kitty. Still didn't even fucking know that there was a Sleepy Kitty in my chat. And then Evil Queen. Crazy how she just like shows up with this shit and probably has a ton more sock accounts showing up in people's chat and talking shit. But she typically gives herself away because she has an operandi with her of how she talks and whatnot. It's crazy. Anyways, I think I might call it quits here, people. I got some other stuff I got to go over, and then tomorrow I probably might have to do a stream if the judge signs off on the warrant that day. They might pick her up that day because tomorrow is a holiday here in Canada, but not there in the States. So we shall see if Purple Glitter is picked up tomorrow by the sheriff's office, or maybe she will be told to present herself at the local jail. And then she has to go through, maybe they'll formally read her charges if she wants to, or maybe they will defer the formal reading of the charges. They will present the facts as they are claimed on documents, and maybe she will get bail the same day. Who knows? Maybe somebody will bail her out. Who knows? Anyways, I'm out of here. I'm all with it. I will give you guys an update tomorrow. Maybe I'll schedule a stream. This is the PG update stream of her not only her felony charge but her class A misdemeanor charge as well. Thanks for hanging out with me, people. Enjoy yourselves. Enjoy, you Canadians out there, enjoy the long weekend. Unofficial start of the summer. You Americans there, enjoy your Sunday. And the rest of you people all over the world, take care of yourselves. Have a good one. Bye bye.